So far this year, Taiwan has reported over 1,000 Chinese warplanes flying around the country. Everything from helicopters, drones, and fighter jets have flown missions, but this past weekend's activity is shedding light on China's increasingly aggressive approach. On Saturday, Taiwan's military reported 20 Chinese warplanes breaching the country's Air Defense Identification Zone, or ADIZ. This is an area used by the military for defensive purposes, and it's not sovereign airspace. But what was different about Saturday's incursion was the flight path for two drones. They flew past Taiwan and towards nearby Japan. Some analysts say that the incursions amounted to a simulated air blockade of Taiwan, but not all agree.
These are not the kind of aircraft that can create a blockade on their own. It was clear that they were doing some kind of reconnaissance, either exercise or actually active operation, which is why they flew to an area outside of the ADIZ, which is where the Japanese MOD picked them up.
Taiwan is an island, which makes the threat of a possible air and sea blockade very serious. The country would be cut off from international supplies, and if a blockade were to be enforced, nearby countries like Japan would also be heavily affected. That's why both Japan and Taiwan have been investing more in air defense and anti-ship weapons that can prevent key shipping lanes from being closed. Some analysts say that that's not enough, and more investment is needed to monitor Chinese activity.
But the other two areas which I think are very important are investment into space in order to enhance the ISR and so intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and targeting capabilities. This has been very clear in the latest national security strategy.
These capabilities would require increased investments in drones and satellites, and better information sharing between allies in the region. Those countries have been stepping up their defense as China's increased military activity is seen as a preview to a potential move to take Taiwan by force. That's why information sharing would help Taiwan better target and coordinate its defense response, giving it a better chance to prevent any attempted blockade.
I think most likely with a blockade specifically, Beijing is going to announce it ahead of time because there's going to be major disruptions to civilian traffic and supply chains. But I don't think the PLA is ready to do that. I think there's a lot that goes into it that they just haven't practiced yet.
While Chinese planes and warships continue to operate around Taiwan, a blockade does not appear to be imminent. Taiwan's military is working to keep one from ever happening, but more cooperation with neighbors would certainly help. Chang and Jaime Ocon for TaiwanPlus.